Here's how to really cash in on this year. Number one, get serious. Life is serious. We call it life or death. Somebody asked me one time if I had a good description of life. I said, yes, I think I've got a good one. Life is the struggle to keep death at a respectable distance. Death seems to want to move in prematurely. If you want to live a good, long, flourishing life, you got to push back. And we're dealing with some serious matters here.
The next 30
So we can't just,
seconds.
tell the
Jumping
latest 10
jacks.
jokes and just go home. We're not here to entertain. We're here to instruct. We're here to grow. We're here to learn. We're here to get the best we possibly can.
3, 2,
serious.
1.
Life is serious.
Start.
The future's
30
serious.
seconds. Jumping jacks.
One ancient novelist said, these are the best of times
It's a
and these are
full-body
the worst
exercise
of
to
times.
strengthen your cardiovascular system.
And for some of those who came across this platform at the extravaganza, $1 million a year incomes, for
Half the
them,
time.
it's the best of times. But I want you to know that while they're getting the diamonds and the millions, there are a lot of people around the world, for them, it is the worst of times.
3,
The best
2,
of times and the worst
1.
of times.
Take a rest.
That's called
The
serious
next
matter.
10.
How come
Start.
such a difference from those
10
who can reach such
push-ups.
incredible heights and those who haven't yet found the answers for their life and their health and their future?
To
We
make
just
it
have to
more
ponder that
challenging, clap
and
your
let that
hands when
give us
pushing
a
up.
note of seriousness, a note of seriousness. It's serious whether you win or lose. It's serious whether you succeed or fail.
Take a rest.
It's serious
The
whether you've got
next
a good future
start.
carved out for yourself
10
or you
wide
do
arm
not have.
push-ups.
These are serious matters. Matters of the heart are serious. Matters of income are
It's not right if you
serious.
feel
Matters
too
of
much
supporting your
pressure on your
family,
shoulders.
serious. Are you serious? Why? We got a serious matter here to discuss. We haven't come with the latest 10 stories. We've come with a serious matter. And I want you to take on that serious tone.
Take a rest.
You've
The
got some
next
serious
6.
products that
Push up
answer
in
a
rotation.
serious
3.
need out there in the
Start.
marketplace.
6.
And I'm asking you to
Push
take
up
it
in
serious.
rotation.
Take your own
3
future
each
serious. What you
side.
can do for your family, take it serious. This is serious
your
business.
abdominals are
Next,
shivering,
number
don't
1
worry,
was get
it
serious.
works.
Here's number 2, get smart. That's what these journals are for. That's what pad and pencil's for. That's what taking notes is for. See if you can't increase your ability to comprehend ideas, information that can be life-transforming. Don't miss the opportunity to learn. Take a good key phrase home, use it in your training. Don't be lazy in learning.
Take a rest. The next 6.
Don't be casual in
Staggered
learning.
push-ups.
Here's a couple of
Start.
parts to it. Number 1,
6.
your own
Staggered
personal
push-ups.
experience. Right? If you've had a bad week, just sit down and ponder that for a
Inhale
while.
when you go
Study
down,
it.
and
See if
exhale
you
when you
can't
go
pick
up.
up some ideas from a poor week and then make a better week. Okay? Learn from your own experiences. One way to learn to do it right is do it wrong. I mean, that's one way to learn to do it right. Do it wrong. Now, the key is don't let it take too long. If you've done it wrong for a year, we suggest that's long enough. You don't need another year just to prove a point. No, 1 year's enough. Learn from your own
Take a
experience,
rest.
right?
The next
So
10
the
push-ups.
call didn't go well, all the stuff. Guess what
Start.
they did when they finished
10
that call?
push-ups.
They made another call. What else could we do to make it better? How could we possibly improve?
Too hard for you. You can elevate
This is
your
called the
hands on a
possibility
bench.
for life change starts with education. Don't be lazy in learning. Don't be lazy in picking up the ideas. Learning is the beginning of wealth. Learning is the beginning of life change. Some people want to start with motivation, but you don't start with motivation. Somebody says, just motivate this guy, he'll be all right. The answer is no, probably not. If a guy's an idiot, you motivate him, now you got a motivated idiot. So education, get
Take a
smart.
rest. The next
Don't miss the
10
training
wide
class.
arm push-ups.
You say, well, I've already been to one of those classes. I've already heard it. I got a good phrase for you to take home. That's no sign you got it. Just because you've listened to those
Start.
millionaire tapes one time is
10
no sign you've
wide
got it.
arm
I'm asking you to
push-ups.
listen to them over and over and over. I'm asking you to dedicate yourself to a
Tighten your
new level of
abdominals.
learning. Study, learn, grow, change, develop. Never let it be said you didn't learn. Right? If you want to solve your problems, you got to learn. If you want to take advantage of an opportunity, you got to learn. So, number 2, to have your best year ever, make your dreams come true. Number 1 is get serious. Number 2, get smart. Develop your own personal philosophy here. Philosophy, major determining factor in how your life works out. Each
Take a
person's
rest.
philosophy
The next
is
4
like the set of the
push-up in
sail.
rotation. 2.
The same wind blows on us all. The difference in where we arrive at the end of the
4.
week, at the end of the
Push
month,
up
at the
and
end of the year is
rotation.
not the
2.
wind that blows,
Each side.
but what's going to make the major difference? Each person's personal philosophy
This
that sets a
exercise
better
really
sail,
works
sets a
on
better
all of your
sail.
upper body muscles.
So don't ask for a more favorable wind. That's like wishing something that's not going to occur. Don't ask for better seed and soil. All you got's what's available. Don't curse what you got. On this planet, all we got's the seed that's here, the soil that's here, the miracle of life that's here, the opportunity that's here, the seasons that
Take
are
a
here.
rest.
It's all we
The
got.
next. 6.
Wherever you've come
Decline
from in your
push-ups.
country, the economy you got, that's all you got. In
Start.
America, our economy,
6.
that's all we got.
Decline
The government,
push-ups.
that's all we got. The marketplace, that's all we got. Whatever you do, don't criticize all
Keep
you
your body
got.
straight.
The key is to set a better sail and turn what you've got into the miracle of your future. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more
Take a
skills.
rest. The next.
That's the
30
reason for coming
seconds.
here, spending a
Cobra
couple of
stretch.
days of
Start.
intense effort,
30.
taking
Take a
notes,
rest.
rolling up your sleeves,
The next.
going to
Start.
work. Commit yourself to learning
Chest
so that you
stretch.
can get smarter for the days ahead. A philosophy that commits itself to having the finest no matter what it costs. That kind of
Well done.
philosophy. I'm asking you to develop your own
Congratulations.
personal philosophy. Get your business philosophy going. Get your financial plan going. Don't violate the conclusions of your own philosophy by not executing and taking action. But that's number 2, get smart. Here's number 3, get going. As smart as you might become after these 2 days, as many ideas as you take away from here, they're truly, as Larry mentioned, like seeds to be planted in the soil. You got to get going. You got to take action. The disciplines is the miracle process. And here's how to get the miracle of your future going as far as disciplines are concerned. Number 1,
Your
do
phone
what
is
you
hungry
can.
for more fun apps.
You might go home and set a whole new pace for yourself, and we call it cleaning up neglect.
Download today and get started.
Should walk around the block, could walk around the block for your good health. Don't walk around the block. See, you're on the wrong track. Should
Warm-up
read,
started.
could read, don't read.
Push-ups
On the wrong track.
for 45 seconds.
Should
Go!
call, could call, don't call. On the wrong track. Could change, should change, don't change. You're on the wrong track. Letters you haven't written, conversations you haven't had with your family, somebody you should sit down with when you get back home, get that job done. Don't let neglect destroy your days, destroy your life, and destroy your future. Go back and do what you can. And if you'll do what you can, then life will give you some extraordinary things to do. We all pity the man, right? Wants to stride out of his house, go straighten out the
Still
corporation,
10
hasn't yet
seconds.
straightened out his garage. You got to take care of the small
5,
disciplines before life
4,
will give you a chance to
3,
handle the more complicated
2,
disciplines. How do you
1.
think Mark Hughes got here? Scattered
Running
now
high
throughout 14,
knees
15
for
countries,
45
another 14,
seconds.
15 coming up.
Go.
How do you do this? You start first with the smallest of disciplines, and do not neglect them and do not disregard them as being trifling. Everything matters. Everything's important. Good phrase to take home. All disciplines affect each other. In fact, here's a good philosophical phrase. If you hadn't thought of it before, here it is. Everything affects everything else. It's so easy to be casual and say, well, this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. I'm telling you, everything matters. Of course, some things matter more than others, but there isn't anything that doesn't matter. Then here's the
Still 10
positive
seconds.
side. Every new discipline affects all your other disciplines. If you'll get
5,
some new things going, make
4,
some calls you've never made
3,
before.
2,
Step up your activity
1.
level. Step up your labor
Running
level.
punches for
Go for the
45
disciplines, the smallest
seconds.
of disciplines.
Go!
The least of disciplines. Like keeping your accounts in order. The smallest of disciplines. Did you ever hear this expression? I don't know where it all goes. Did you ever hear that? I don't know where it all goes. Wow. Oh, we'd love to have you run Herbalife. You don't know where it all goes. How long do you think we'd last here in Herbalife if that was your philosophy sitting at the top like Mark Hughes? Let me give you the story on Mark Hughes. Mark knows where everything goes. And
Still
he started
10
back when he only
seconds.
had pennies. He started back when he only had dollars. He started
5,
back when he didn't have
4,
much.
3,
But here's the
2,
key. One of the
1.
greatest extraordinary
Push-ups
phrases that's ever been written
for
from antiquity
45
says, if you'll be
seconds.
faithful,
Go.
if you'll be disciplined when the amounts are small, we'll make you a ruler, give you a position of authority when the amounts are many. Somebody says, I've only got 2 or 3 distributors, I don't know where they are. Come on. If you've only got 2 or 3, you can know when they get up. You can know when they go to bed. You can know all the details. Take care of your disciplines when the amounts are small. And then life will see to it that you get some extraordinary numbers to work with, like you saw the stories displayed here. Do not disregard the smallest of disciplines. Let us not neglect.
Still
Do
10
not neglect the
seconds.
smallest of disciplines. And build on that foundation, and you can have
5,
everything you
4,
could possibly want.
3, 2, 1.
Get going. Here's
Arm
number 4.
cycles forward
Get better.
for 45 seconds.
There isn't any of us that can't
Go.
get better. So turn on this whole idea of personal development and personal growth. That was what my teacher shared with me that changed my life. I'm telling you, for things to get better, you got to get better. Don't ask for it to change out there. Ask for you to change here. Don't ask for a more favorable wind. We call that naive. Don't ask for better seed, better soil. This is the only planet you got. Just ask that you can get wiser and stronger and better, and be able to take care of your own responsibilities. Get better. Learn how to handle the seasons better. Let's go through them. Number 1, learn how to handle the winters.
Still 10
There's all
seconds.
kinds of winters. The winter when you can't figure it out, the winter when it all goes wrong.
5,
The
4,
winters of your life.
3, 2,
Social winters.
1.
Political winters.
Arm
that we're
cycles
going
backward
through
for
around the world.
45 seconds.
There's
Go.
economic winters that a lot of people are experiencing these days. Personal winters when your heart is smashed in 1,000 pieces and the nights are unusually long. It is simply called winter time. But here's what you've got to do in your own personal development, your own personal growth, and that is just get better at handling the winters. You can't change the winter. You can't change the seasons, but you can change yourself. You say, well, what can I do about the upcoming winters of my life, the challenges that I know I'm going to face? Here's what you can do. You can get wiser and stronger and better. Just make a list of that trio
Still
of words.
10 seconds.
Wiser, stronger, and better.
5,
Go
4,
home smarter than you came.
3,
Go home with more ideas
2,
than you came with.
1. Running punches
Next.
for 45
Get stronger.
seconds.
You can
Go.
develop the muscle. You can develop the courage muscle. You can develop the inspiration muscle. You can develop the dedication muscle. You can get stronger. There isn't anybody here that can't get stronger. Next time we see you, may not even recognize you, how strong you're going to be able to become in language, in style, and personality, the ability to cope, the ability to handle with anything that happens, no matter what happens. And the third one is get better. We can all get better. I've gotten better. First talk I gave, I stood up, my mind sat back down. But here's the secret to my success. I stood up and did it again. I stood up and I did
Still
it again.
10 seconds.
And I did it again, and I did it again all those many years ago. I did it when I was
5,
scared, and I did it when I didn't
4,
want to, and I did it when I was
3,
ill.
2,
And I did it
1.
when it didn't work well, and I
Round
did it when I
complete.
didn't appreciate it, and I didn't a lot of times when I didn't know much what I was doing. I just did
Next
it anyway.
round. Running
And now, all these
punches
years later,
for
I'm
1
asked to
minute.
walk on this
Go.
stage with the greatest introduction I've ever had, greatest response and welcome I've ever had, the greatest opportunity I've ever had to touch this many lives with a mixture of words and heart and soul. I got better. I got better day by day and week by week and month by month, and I'm asking you to do the same thing until you can develop a long arm and a long reach, until you can develop influence that won't quit. Touch people next year you couldn't touch this year. Touch people now you couldn't touch before. Conduct a meeting now you couldn't conduct before. Heart and soul now mixed in there that wasn't theirs, missing before. I'm asking all of you to get better in spite of the winters, in spite of the downturn, the money downturn, the social downturn, the personal downturn, whatever it is. Just get stronger. Get better. The key is not to wish for a better winter. The key is to wish for more strength, more wisdom, more
Still
courage.
10
get
seconds.
better, get wiser, get stronger.
5, 4,
Here's
3,
number 2.
2,
Learn to take
1.
advantage of the spring.
Sit-ups for 1 minute.
Spring means
Go.
opportunity. But here's the clue. Spring is not a guarantee of a harvest in the fall and the autumn. harvest time. Here's what you must learn to do. Underline the two words if you're taking notes. Take advantage. Take advantage of the spring. Don't just be faked out by the spring because the nice weather has come and looks like everything is going to be a lot better. The winter's finally passed, the spring is here. I'm telling you, that's not going to do it for you. Just because the spring is here, it's not going to do it for you. You got to seize it with your own two hands and take advantage. Read the books. Study the tapes. Go back through your notes. Get ready to cash in on the spring. And now there's a sense of urgency here. Here's why. Spring doesn't last that long. To be able to say, I just
Still
got back,
10 seconds.
doesn't last that long. It's called the springtime of opportunity.
5,
Postpone a few things in
4,
the springtime. Get
3,
the job done.
2,
Set aside a few
1.
things in the springtime. Get the
Jab,
job done.
hook,
Where I was raised in
for
Iowa
1
farm
minute.
country, what if
Go.
you asked a farmer to go bowling in the spring? What would he probably say? He would say, you're insane. You can go bowling in the winter. When you can't plant the crop, you can't go bowling in the spring. You've only got a certain piece of time, and you got to get it done in that certain window of opportunity. And that's what we've got here, a window of opportunity. Let's take advantage of it. It's called take advantage of the spring. And there's also an urgency here. How many springs have you got in a lifetime? Not very many. Life is brief at the longest. There's an urgency here. Don't waste your springs. Don't just let them pass, hoping the time will pass. Take advantage. You got a new organization going, seize the spring. You got a new distributor going, seize the spring. You've got a new life situation going, seize the spring. Take advantage
Still
of it.
10 seconds.
Don't let it pass without giving it the best of your two hands and
5,
your attention.
4,
Number 3, first,
3,
learn how to handle
2,
the winter. Second,
1.
take advantage of the spring. Number 3,
Squats for 1
in
minute.
the summer,
Go.
learn to nourish and protect. We've got some major challenges now come summertime. One is to nourish our values, take care of them, feed them. Don't let them go hungry. Don't let them go wanting in nourishment and care. And then here's something else we've got to do in the summer. Defend ourselves against the enemies. Summertime is a unique time. It's a time of opportunity. It's also a time of challenge. But what else is new? It's what life is called. The last 6,500 years reads like this: opportunity mixed with difficulty. Opportunity mixed with challenge. We've got a chance to grow like never before, but I'm telling you, there's going to be many enemies that's going to try to prevent us. As soon as you plant the garden, the busy bugs and the
Still
noxious
10
weeds are out
seconds.
to take it. And you've got to learn not only to nourish your values, you've got to learn
5,
to do
4,
battle with
3,
your
2,
enemies.
1. Round
Whatever threatens
complete.
you, I'm asking you to threaten it back.
Box it workout
Take care of your
complete.
responsibility.
Well done.
But don't take anything off of anybody. Somebody wants to destroy your chances for a good future by their